Have you ever noticed something strange about relationships? At the beginning, everything feels intense. You think about them all the time. Every message feels exciting. Every moment together feels special. But then, something slowly changes. The feelings that once felt so strong start fading. And suddenly, you start asking yourself a painful question. Do I still love this person? Or did something break? Most people think losing feelings means the relationship is failing. But psychology suggests something much more surprising. In many cases, losing feelings is not the end of love. It's actually something completely natural. And if you understand why it happens, you might see relationships very differently. The honeymoon phase. At the beginning of a relationship, your brain is basically on drugs. Literally. When you meet someone new and exciting, your brain releases large amounts of dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical responsible for pleasure, motivation, and excitement. It's the same system involved in things like gambling, social media, and even addictive substances. That's why the early stage of love feels so powerful. Your brain becomes obsessed with the person. You want to see them, talk to them, think about them constantly. This stage is often called the honeymoon phase. And during this time, everything about the other person seems perfect. You notice their smile, their voice, their little habits. Your brain focuses on the positive and ignores the negative. But here's the important part. This phase cannot last forever. The change. After a few months, something slowly begins to shift. Your brain starts adapting. The constant dopamine spikes begin to decrease. The person who once felt new and exciting starts to feel familiar. And familiarity changes the way your brain reacts. The excitement becomes calmer. The butterflies disappear. The intense emotional highs become more stable. And many people interpret this change in the wrong way. They think, maybe I don't love them anymore. But what's actually happening is something else. The relationship is moving from passion to attachment. Passion versus attachment. Psychologists often describe love as having two main stages. The first stage is passionate love. This is the intense, emotional, almost addictive feeling people experience at the beginning. The second stage is companionate love. This type of love is quieter. It's built on trust, comfort, and emotional security. Instead of constant excitement, it creates stability. Instead of obsession, it creates connection. But here's the problem. Modern culture has convinced people that love should always feel like the first stage. Movies show endless passion. Social media shows perfect relationships. So when real relationships become calmer, people assume something is wrong. The real reason feelings fade. Another reason feelings seem to disappear is something psychologists call hedonic adaptation. Humans naturally get used to things over time. The same thing happens with a new phone, a new car, a new house. At first, it feels amazing, but after a while, it becomes normal. Relationships work the same way. When someone becomes part of your daily life, your brain stops treating them as something new. This doesn't mean they are less valuable. It just means your brain has adapted. The dangerous mistake. When people feel this shift, they often make a dangerous mistake. They assume the relationship has lost its meaning. So they start looking for that original spark somewhere else. A new person, a new excitement, a new honeymoon phase. And for a short time, it works, because the brain once again releases dopamine. But eventually, the exact same cycle repeats. The excitement fades again, because the real problem was never the relationship. It was the expectation that love should always feel like the beginning. What real love looks like. Real love is not constant excitement. It's not endless butterflies. And it's not the intense obsession people experience in the first few months. Real love is something quieter. It's feeling safe with someone. It's being able to be yourself. It's choosing the same person again and again, even after the excitement fades. Because when the honeymoon phase ends, that's when the real relationship actually begins.